Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Tonight's date is March 25th, 2026. It is a Wednesday. Hope everybody's week is going well. Laurel joins the show. She says, sounds good, looks good. Awesome. Awesome. Fantastical. It was a beautiful day here. It was, I think it was like 50 something. 50. It was nice. Sun was out. It was glorious. Absolutely glorious. Went out and I set up the new router in the router table. That was fun. Set that up. Chose my bit, put my bit in, got it adjusted. Laura says we had about 73 and sunny. It's supposed to be about that tomorrow here. It's supposed to be. The missus says it's going to be about 70. I say, hey, I think I'll wash the truck. I'll wash the truck tomorrow. But remember I said, when good weather, I want to be able to take most of my equipment outside. Just set it up in the driveway. And I did that. The new router stand, the new whatever they call it. It's a router workstation, and then the stand underneath it. I built the stand. You saw the stand. So I take it out in two parts. I bring the whole table router out, and I set it down on. I got a little table out there, and then I bring out my stand, and I bring that out, and then I take the router and the router table. There we go. Router table. I'm tired. Router table off, and I set it on the stand, and I plug it all in. Works like a charm. Works like a charm. Also keeps all the bits and dust. Yes, less dust and able to breathe. It is. It had good airflow. I didn't have any problems with dust at all. I didn't even put on my respirator today because I was outside and it had a nice little gentle breeze, and it was a router table, so it was, and then it piled up out the back. But yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Works like a charm. Works like a charm. Where is everybody? I got all of the production coasters that are engraved. I get them all chamfered on the back. I told folks, I said, you what? People they like the way it was. I said, now they're a little blocky. You wait till I put a chamfer on the bottom edge. Laura says those coasters look amazing. I'll put up the video for folks when we get some more folks in. But yeah, they're coming out exactly like I envisioned them to be. I'm going to be doing the same basic idea with my whiskey flight trays. Is I'm going to use a 1/2 inch wood. So it'll be like 4-inch, 1/2 inch. Then however long I have to, maybe a foot for 3. I'm going to have handles on it. So we're going to have handles, and they're ordered. So I'm going to have handles on the sides. They're a brushed bronze handle. And I'm going to make them out of pine. I thought, well, I'd like to make them out of walnut, and I probably will at some point. But I can get pine a lot cheaper and a lot quicker dimensioned, and just stain it walnut. Because I was looking online at other flight trays that are out there, and it's like, oh, this looked nice. What is it? It was pine. It's like, oh, that's nice. They called it rustic. Because all they did is they just put like a walnut stain on it, a dark stain on it, so you can see the grain. It looked really nice. But then they didn't have no shininess to it, and I want to go at least semi-gloss at least. So mine won't look quite as rustic as theirs, but it'll look nicer, classy. And it's like, oh, okay, if they're doing this with pine, and pine is lighter, it's going to be easier and quicker to mill up, a lot cheaper to produce. I'll be able to put out that pretty quick. And then if I want to go with a standard hardwood later, I can do that. But I tell you, I think folks are going to like the pine. They're going to like the pine. Oh, but like I said, I'm going to do the same idea. I'm going to either cove, which is a reverse bevel, or chamfer it. Chamfer it is a straight. It's a straight 45. Well, the angle doesn't matter. Mine's a straight 45. And you leave just a little bit of a lip, or you can almost not leave any lip. Just go straight up, boom. Or you can leave come down half an inch, or it's a half inch thing. Come down a quarter of an inch, bevel it down quarter of an inch, and then on top you can round it over the top. There's all sorts of different ways that you can do it, and what it does is it makes the whole thing. It's still a half an inch thick, but it makes it look thinner because it's a visual, and it's not sitting directly on. Doesn't look like it's sitting directly on your surface, yet it's going to be. Basically the same. It's the same idea as the coasters that I did today. It just makes them slick, just slick. It's because the coasters are only a quarter of an inch total. It's a pain in the ass. I have to really adjust my bit, my chamfer bit, and it's got a little wheel on the top, and it's just got to ride. It's just riding on the top edge of the coaster, so that it ends up with that basically half thickness. I'm about an eighth of an inch because it's a quarter of an inch thick coaster, so about an eighth of an inch, and then chamfered down. But I think they look wonderful. They're not perfect. First one fuse, I'm like, man, it's not going to be because it's wood. So you got grain issues. It's not exactly even around everything. I don't think in the misses, nobody's going to care. They're beautiful. They are. They're beautiful. Tonight's coffee, butter pecan from New England brand. I got a message when I when I started the show from YouTube. It was in the chat area. It says, "Moderation helps everyone feel safe." It was big capital letters. Moderation helps everyone feel safe. And then it gave a bunch of things that you can do to help moderate. I don't give a fuck if anybody feels safe. You're on the internet, it's just nobody's going to jump on you and beat you up. It's text there. We're just chatting. If there's something that's illegal or something that I don't like, I'm going to boot their ass. It's going to be that simple. My job is not to make people feel safe. No, it's to make sure that people are behaving. That's it. If they behave, that's fine. Feel safe. If you feel unsafe, the only way you should feel unsafe is if somebody on chat knows exactly who you are and they make a physical threat against you. Then you might not feel safe. But aside from that, kiss my ass. Feel safe. Feel safe. Gus, are you watching the show? Gus is home now. The Guster's home. Colonel Guster. The Gusterson. Gus McGusterson. The Gus. He's home. He's going to be on some medication for a good long while. Hopefully they'll clear up the buggity booze that's settled in his bones. Clear that up. Because if they can't, they're going to have to take it all out again. It's like, yeah, we don't need that. Nah, hopefully they'll clear it up. Clear it up. Yes, indeedy. Yeah, I reposted yesterday The you enjoy my commentary and other content, blah, blah, blah. Buy me a coffee. I only got 15 emojis on that, 3 comments, and it's all basically, hey, spend your money and drive to wherever the hell I live, and I'll buy you a coffee. They didn't put it like that, but that's what it is. Hey, if you're ever here, I'll buy you. It's okay, fair enough, but if I showed up at your doorstep tomorrow, you take me out for coffee. One guy would go take me fishing and stuff like that. That's fine. That's fine. But if you'd buy me a coffee, if I showed up at your doorstep, why can't you buy me a coffee online? Yeah, if you have it in person, you can do it on. So fuck it. People want a free meal. People want a fucking free meal. So it's getting aggravating. It's getting more aggravating since my numbers. They're cutting me down to a quarter of the views as I did last month. Quarter of my income that I had last month. It's and I'm not the only one that's doing it. I was tagged in a post the other day. Another gal, she puts out stuff. She's like, hey, basically, you guys have your reach restricted, your views drop down. It's like, yep. Yeah. And I laid out my numbers for her, and she's like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, Facebook is hammering conservative content creators. I mean, hammering. It should be criminal. You know what? If I was a billionaire, I'd take Facebook to court over it. I'd do a class action lawsuit and say, you can't do this shit. It's not natural. You can't go from 20 fucking million views a month to 5 million views. You can't do that. That's not natural. If you're on the rise, how the fuck do you go from 20 million to 5 million? It doesn't add up. That's not natural. That's not natural. And when I was getting good views and getting good interactions and stuff like that, dealing with the trolls was fine because the ratio, they were just being outnumbered. It was like, so whatever. When I have few people commenting anymore and the trolls are going up and the bots are going up, I'm getting people following my account because I see who the follower that are just fucking trolling. So I hide the comment. I was blocking them for a while, but it's like, okay, let's see if they can at least still bring me some shit. But, but I have blocked a bunch of people. Booted them out the door. So my trolls and bots have gone up. My views have gone down. My income has gone down. You can put up with a lot of shit if you're getting paid. If you ain't getting paid, yeah. So I tell you, today was one of the most peaceful days I've had in a long time. Go out to the shop and work. I put my ear pro on, put my earbud in, just the left side, because that's all I do. Turned on Pandora and just worked up coasters. It was so peaceful. So yeah, there wasn't much. I don't think I put out shit today on Facebook. We'll see if anybody fucking misses me. Let's see what we got here. Go on up. Go on up. This is down. Here we go. Where is everybody? Laura says not much at all today, I noticed. Well, I figured you would. I was outside. I was Debbie's in the house. Good evening. Hey. No, I was enjoying the weather. I was enjoying the weather. I think I'll get the smoker. I think I'll get the smoker ordered. Let's talk about jack wagons. I just can't figure this shit out. Why companies think that this is cool? Now the other day, there's linemen, they were putting in new wires out on the poles, right? They've been doing that for about a week. Well, the other day, a young feller comes up my door, knocks on it, and I'm trying to get dinner ready. And I'm like, can I help you? He's like, yeah, you might have noticed we're putting in new lines, blah, 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 blah. We're from Fidium Internet. And most of your neighbors have switched on over to Fidium. Like I'm going, you're full of shit. No, they haven't. And I'd like to, see whether you blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hold on. So I'm in the middle of fixing dinner. If you drop off some paperwork that I can look at, I'll give it a look. But of course he kept yakking away. They tried. It's like, shut the fuck up. Somebody says they're busy or they're in it. Shut the fuck up. But no, it's like, no, look, no. I said, I can't. I got no time for this. Drop off some paperwork. I'll look at it. Have a nice evening. Shut the door, went back in, finished my dinner. Didn't think anything of it. No paperwork was dropped off. Well, late this afternoon, after I finished up my coaster run, I come on inside, and the missus is like, "Oh, you missed the cable guy." I'm like, "What?" She says, "Yeah, a guy from Fidium." I said, "What, you go and you handle it?" And she's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, okay." She goes, "He was an asshole." Oh. Do tell, darling. Well, this guy comes up and says, "Yeah, he's from Fidium." And tries the same line with her. And it's like, "Who do you use for your cable company?" It's none of his fucking business. But she told him. He goes, "We can get you a better price and blah, 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 the whole 9 yards." And she's like, "Look," he said, "I'm working." She says, "I'm working. I don't have time." And he wouldn't shut the fuck up. See, I would have just shut the door on him. But she's too good-natured for that. And he kept yakking. "Well, do you know how much you pay?" She says, "Yes, I know how much I pay." "How much do you pay?" "I'm not telling you how much I pay." "Well, your neighbors are paying $150. How the fuck do you know what our neighbors are paying for internet and who they're using?" See, it's more bullshit. They're paying $250 or they're paying $150. And the missus goes, "Well, I can tell you, I ain't paying $150 because we're not." And he goes, basically he didn't believe her. And, "Oh, you can pay, we'll give $50 a month." And she's like, "I ain't paying much more than that." He goes, "Yeah, right. Yeah, right." She goes, "Are you calling me a liar?" Because we're not paying much over 50. Because we got locked in for a yearly price at a reduced price. She says, "We've got a contract with Xfinity, and we got a locked in price." And he goes, "Nobody does contracts anymore." And she's like, "I got a contract." And he wanted to argue with her. Well, even according to theirs, no contracts, no data cap. No, there's a fucking contract. See, this is the bullshit. And then the wife afterwards, she went on Xfinity, and they say no contracts too. It's a contract. If you've got a business and you've got a customer. W says he pays $70 a month through Verizon. That's what I pay. You're locked in for a certain amount of time. And when that expires, you go, I don't want the service anymore. Well, they'll give you another deal for another. So that's what it is. That's a fucking contract. You can call it what you want. You can say it's not a contract. If you offer a service for a certain amount of money, for a certain amount of time, and the person agrees to it, and you start your business arrangement, that's a contract. You go to any court in the country, they're going to say that's a contract. If I come up to you and I say, I'll mow your lawn for $50, and you agree to it, then I mow your lawn and you don't fucking pay me. I take you to court, and you can't say, we didn't have a contract. You had a verbal agreement. That's a contract. You didn't have a written contract, but you were in contract. It's the name of the fuck. It's the word. So, whatever. So he's arguing with her, and then he gets fucking flippant with her and shit, and tosses this fucking pamphlet, this little flyer thing. He tosses it at her and walks off. And she was rip shit. She's like, are you calling me a fucking liar? Oh my goodness. Laurel says, I pay a bit lower than that for our internet. It's high-speed fiber. Yeah. I think this is fiber as well. It's fiber optic. Well, that's what Xfinity is too. It's fiber optic. They're all running, and here's the same thing. They're all running off the same. The only thing that the companies do when you have their service is they run the line from the junction box at the pole to your house. All the other shit, they're all using the same lines. W says, "Wow, not a good thing to do to her." Yeah, it always baffles me. It's like, why do people think that bullying somebody and treating a potential customer is going to somehow get them their business? They're not. We're not going to use these fuckers. I don't care if they say it's going to be $15 a month. I'm not using these fuckers. Well, she went online and she researched Fidium anyways, and their customer service sucks. They are hammered on reviews. Hammered. So it's like, if your customer service sucks and the reviews against you suck, excuse me, why do you think trying to bully and insult potentially new customers is going to get them to sign up for your services? Well, he's like, well, you can try us for a month. You can try us for a month. It doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, it's nothing for you, but we have to terminate our contract. Then we have to sign up for yours. Then if we don't like it, then we've got to terminate that contract and go back to something. It's like, for us, it's a pain in the ass. Most people like stability. If they're comfortable with what they're paying and they think it's a fair deal for what they're getting, they'll stick with it. But it just blows my mind how they thought that. And I'm like, baby, you should have come and got me. I'd have been fine with taking a break, dealing with a young feller. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are? Jesus. Where the hell is everybody? Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Tonight's coffee is butter pecan from New England brand. It's delicious. Laura says a bunch of slackers. Yeah, dang right. Slackers reminds me of crackers. Had some crackers yesterday. You know that Ritz has come out with a jalapeno, has a jalapeno cracker. It's like their regular Ritz's, but it's got jalapenos in it. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. It ain't hot. It tastes like jalapenos, but without the heat. I mean, it's good. It's okay. Yeah, so I had a bunch of those yesterday with Monterey Jack cheese, sliced Monterey Jack cheese and some red wine. Sat down, had some Monterey Jack cheese with jalapeno crackers and red wine. How's that sound? They were okay. I prefer, the older I get, when I was younger, it was Ritz, that type of stuff. The older I get, I love a good wheat cracker. Laura says pretty good. It was pretty good. I prefer a wheat cracker, but we got wheat crackers too. Oh, I'll bet you, I'll bet you these jalapenos would be good with some cheese whiz on it. Yeah, some cheese whiz on jalapeno crackers. Matt Walsh was ranting about fake foods and stuff like that, and he went over the ingredients and cheese whiz and stuff like. It's not really cheese. It's like, if you think that fucking cheese whiz is real cheese, you're a retard. I think everybody knows it's silly putty and plastic explosives, and some motor oil, and some food coloring. It's cheese whiz. Oh, got a hair on here. It's bothering me. You can't see it. I can see it. It's fucking with me. But it's cheese whiz. Who the fuck thinks cheese whiz is real cheese? We all know it's fake. That's like American cheese. Oh, it's a processed cheese. Yes, it is. We don't think it's fucking cheddar cheese. We know that. Look, it's just look at it. Do this with it. You know, it melts when you breathe on it hard. We know what American cheese is. You're not fooling anybody, and we still like American cheese, and we like cheese whiz. It does what it's supposed to do. If you know what's good, you know what cheese whiz is good on too is those Triscuits. Oh, cheese whiz is awesome on Triscuits. You know Triscuits. It looks like looks like shredded wheat, like shredded wheat, but it's small. You know, it's salty. Triscuit. You know what a Triscuit is, right? Someone say yes. Cooperate. Triscuit. I love cheese whiz on a Triscuit. But who the fuck thinks that cheese whiz is anything other than some chemical witchcraft? Laura says, yes, I like the thin ones. Yeah. It's like, and W says, yes. Yes. I mean, we all know what it is. We understand what's real and what's not real. It says cheese product. We know it's a cheese product. It ain't. If it's a cheese product, it's probably got under 51% cheese. Whatever. I mean, we're not being fooled. Yeah, like everybody's being fooled. No, we know. If we want real cheese, we go buy real cheese. It's like cheddar cheese. Laurel says it is witchcraft. Yeah, cheese whiz. It's in a fucking can. It's got rocket boosters in it, and it just it's like what's that whipped cream that comes out of a can? It's like that, but it's yeller. It's a yellowish orange. It's orange is yellow. What do they call that whipped cream that comes out of Ready Whip? Is it Ready Whip? What the hell is that shit? That ain't real whipped cream either. We know it ain't real. If I want real whipped cream, I'll get Cool Whip or I'll make it myself. But there's sometimes when, let's face it, some things, it's easier just going It's and that's what it sounds like, right? And you can do things with it. There's some applications it works fine. The whipped cream in a can is real. Cool Whip is not. Stop it. I won't put up with that negativity here. Don't ruin my world perspective. I like Cool Whip. And the fake Cool Whip, it's not the same. It's not the same. Nothing. You know what pisses me off? I'm going to go, hey, I'm going to have some Cool Whip. And then some generic shit is sitting there. That ain't Cool Whip. That's not Cool Whip. Cool Whip is Cool Whip. Oh, God. No, but I don't care anyways. Real or not, I don't care. Whipped cream in a can is real. No, it fucking ain't real. Can't be real. That's like shoving a Atlas booster rocket up a cow's ass and the shit comes out their udders. Let's see here. Ready Whip. Laurel says, Cool Whip is still good. It's just not no dairy. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm looking at Ready Whip right now. They say it's made with real cream. Yeah. That's not. I want to see the. Original Ready Whip, made with real cream. Yeah, that's a marketing. That is a marketing and legal. Yeah, I'd have to look into it. It's yes, it has real cream in it, but what they say will tell you a lot. That's a marketing term. Let's see here. Yeah, Cool Whip is a non-dairy product made with a bunch of things, including water, skim milk, and Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's fucking whipped cream. It's, again, Cool Whip isn't whipped cream. It's whipped cream. It's a non-dairy product that means that the amount of dairy in it is below a certain threshold. Not that it doesn't have dairy in it. See, this is the legalese that just fucking pisses me off. Made with a bunch of things, including water, skim, milk. Oh, was it fucking... Really? Is it skim almond milk? It's from a cow. So yeah. So it also has... Yeah. They both got dairy in it. It's just got a lower amount in it. And that's fine. I like it. It's fine. I like it. That goes with that contract. Oh, there's no contract. There's a fucking contract. If you're locked in for a year, you're locked in for a year at $70 and then you're at 2 months in and then they charge you $110, you can rest assured the courts are going to say you broke your end of the contract, your bargain, the deal. So, yeah. But where the hell is everybody? I'm cantankerous. Fucking Laurel. She's ruining my worldview. My world is collapsing around me. Ain't nothing real anymore. We're all in a fantasy. I'm not real. I'm AI. I'll be back. Oh, goodness gracious. Fuck it. Let's see here. I don't know what the hell. See what's going on here. Somebody commented. I gotta take a look at it. Okay. Let's go. Internet on. There's the batch I did today. Laurel says Ready Whip in a can has heavy cream as its first ingredient. Yeah. No, I did. That's good. I got it. It's still fake to me. It's nowhere near as good. It is nowhere near as good as homemade whipped cream or Cool Whip. But yeah, there's the coasters, and as you can see, I did a shit ton of them today. Add that bottom chamfer on it. Laurel said handmade is best. Can be. Yeah, the missus does okay. She'll work up a small batch if we need a small batch. Bevel and chamfer. Okay. Bevel is rounded. Chamfer is straight. It's the same thing. Bevel versus chamfer. Chamfer is straight. Bevel is round. I thought about doing a bevel on these, but I'm like, no, I think a chamfer is going to make the distinction. It's going to make them look slimmer because a bevel still has a belly on it, where a chamfer is just a straight line. So it slims it down. As you can see with this, when they stack up, they're not a straight-walled cylinder all the way down anymore. So when you look at it, it's more refined, and it's got that. See, it slim it right down. So you still have a 1/4-inch coaster, but it looks a shit ton thinner just because of that chamfer. And I think it's classier look. So I've got to hand sand these all down and then oil and wax them up. And then I'm going to add that I got it's about a 3 1/2 inch, 3 3/4 inch cork, thin cork pad that's going to be on the very bottom of them. So that'll stick it up another, 1/16 of an inch. Also, when you pick these up now, when it's flat on a surface, where if it wasn't chamfered like it is, your fingers don't reach underneath it as well. So these, you pick it up and your finger almost wraps underneath it when you pick it up. It makes picking it up easier. Yeah, folks like these, but I'm telling you, when these things get finished, they're going to be absolutely stunning. Look at that. My hands are all gunked up. You see all that brown on my hand? That's on my fingers. That is black walnut dust because it's sticky. It's black walnut dust. Yeah, oh, don't they look pretty? They almost look like leather from the side, don't they? Almost look like leather. But they're not. I think they're cool. I was searching all over the place. I got my new dragon design. I was searching all over the place. I thought that I had made one set. See, there it was right here. I can go back a little bit. There they are. I thought I'd done two sets. I thought I'd done one in walnut and one in maple, but I guess I didn't do the maple set. I probably won't. I got another shipment. Like I said, I got about just shy of $300 worth of black walnut coming in. It'll be made into more of these coasters. Get them ready for sale. So I'll be finishing these up and running the laser. Everybody wants to know what laser I got. I don't tell people openly about it. Why? It's none of their fucking business. Well, come to find out, everybody that wanted to know, in fact, to a person, they've already got lasers. So they were curious. Some people think I got a CO2 laser because of how deep the engraving is. No. But it's as powerful as a CO2. It does what a lot of the CO2s do. It's one of the most powerful of its type out there that's there, and it's a nice one. I talked to a feller today about it too, and because he's got an old X tool. This isn't an X tool. And I'm like, look, it just depends upon what you want to do with it. The one that I got is overkill for hobbyists. If you're a home hobbyist, this is overkill for you. I was looking at X tools. X tools are great if you want to engrave on, those dog tags and pens and wallets and light engraving, as in coasters, but surface engraving. This is more like carving. These are deep enough to be in the territory of a CNC milling machine, which is part of why they look so good. They're not surface engraved. They're deep. But because they're deep, I'm running 50% power. 150 millimeters per minute and 100 lines per inch. Now I could do finer, but I figured 100's fine, and it is. It's a little rough sometimes because when it's carved out an area, but it's just because of the way wood works and there's grain. But I like it. It's kind of rustic, and that's fine. But it's still, like I said, at that speed, 50% power, 150 millimeters per minute, and 100 lines per inch. It still takes me like an hour and 6 minutes. usually between an hour and 6 and an hour and 8 or 9 per set of 4 to do these. Well, why does it take that long? I could do it faster, and I've done it faster. You turn up the power, and I've got too much burn. I've got too much burn to clean out of it because you're dealing with a laser. You're dealing with a laser. So you got to... I had one gal, she go, it only takes me 3 minutes on the on the slate coasters. Yes, because you're surface engraving. You're not really cutting into it. Here you go. Here's me doing a run. And this isn't sped up. This is real time. That's real time. And you can see that it's moving along. It's cooking. But it still takes over an hour for a set of 4. I like it because I can see and I can monitor. I got to keep it clean. I washed this cover back off the other day. But I like being able to look in and monitor without having to have safety glasses. But this is a big machine, which is the problem with a lot of the X Tool ones. And here's you see the way this is running right here. This is running like a CNC mill does, or an inkjet printer. Okay. Now the X Tool lasers, they're a smaller package, and the laser's fixed, and it rocks. It does this. It'll spin and turn, but it's like on a gimbal. It doesn't do this. Mine does this, and it not only does this, I don't have to adjust the height. See, all the it adjusts for height of the product. It does. You have to adjust for the height of the product, and most of them do. I don't have to do that. My whole thing rises and falls. So if I need more room, it rises up. If I don't need more room, it can lower down. And the laser itself, it's contained in the box, will run down, and the whole thing drops. It drops in. So my whole machine rises and falls, as well as the laser head rises and falls for whatever it does. So I tell it to pre-focus, and it goes, and it finds it because it sees it in the camera. It drops down, it measures it, and it can tell me exactly how thick the material is that I'm cutting. Well, it can't tell me how thick it is. It'll tell me the thickness between the base that it's sitting on and the top area. So like if I'm doing a bottle, I set a bottle in there, it won't tell me that the glass is, 5 millimeters thick. It won't tell me that. It'll tell me that the whole thing is from where the laser has to be to where the base is. It'll tell me how tall that is. But it does all that. And you pay for it. But I told a guy, I said, what? Because he was like, yeah, he has an old X tool, and he wants to do some home crafts and maybe sell some stuff. Well, X Tool's perfect for that. They got less powerful lasers. See, everybody I want a more powerful laser. Well, the reason why the X Tools were more affordable is they don't have the powerful lasers until you get into the upper models, and then they're way fucking expensive. So all the people, like another gal that I talked to, she had 3 of them. Yes, she had 3 of them. But they're little. And they all cost less. But they don't do... she's limited in the size, the same way I told the other. Depends upon what you need. This gives me, I've got without thinking, I can go a little bit more. But it's basically 12 inches deep by 19 inches wide. That's my burn space. So I can do an item up to just over 12 by 19 inches. That's pretty big. that can also allow you to set up a lot of items, depending upon what they are. Where the other ones gives you like a 8x8 or 9x9 space only. Well, hell, I can't get a 9x9 will get me maybe I get one set of coasters in there if I'm lucky. W says yours is more for it's for production and it's larger. You can put larger stuff. Now the other ones you can put larger stuff in it on a conveyor, but you're still limited by the 8-inch depth, from where you are away. Not this depth this way, but depth this way. So you can run like a 15 or let's say 3 feet, 4 feet. But it's got to only be this. I can do the same thing. They got a conveyor for this too. I can run, raise it up, and the conveyor sits up underneath it, and I can run a foot deep by 15 feet long on the conveyor. I can do that. I don't need to do that. I'm not going to, at least not now, I'm not going to craft fairs and stuff like that. So any big products, I'm not going to, because I don't want to ship them. I want stuff that I can ship easy. So for what's out there, this is about as big a production space that you can get. Super powerful laser. Like I said, I'm only using it 50% power now. I'm only using 50% power. Except for the final cut. Then it's at 100 power. And it just takes its time and works its way around, cuts it. But, yeah, it's not for everybody. But I told him, hey, my philosophy is if you want it, you can justify the cost and you can afford it, get it. Get the most expensive you can get. Whatever it is. I'm that way with anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Same way with guitars. Do you want it? Can you justify owning it? Do you got the money to pay for it? Get it. Get it. I wasn't gonna go cheaper. I said I don't want to. I almost didn't do this, and the missus is like, "No, just go ahead." What was it? She said 15,000. She was willing to be able to put down or something like that on it. It was some ungodly number. I'm like, holy shit, no. Yeah. Oh, I could get a whole bunch of shit for that, but no. I went with this, and I didn't want to spend this much. But clearly, as you can see, it does what I need it to do. Does what I need it to do. Been working on the exhaust. I'm running the exhaust hose out the window. Box fan, a 21-inch box fan in the window. A little fan right now directing stuff towards the box fan, and a bigger one pointing towards one of my walls, just just trying to circulate, and it's been doing better. Keeps it downstairs from smelling like I'm burning wood up there and stuff. It's not even a pleasant burning wood. It's different. It's laser, but yeah. So I'm getting that sorted out, so that's fine. But yeah, I was just enjoying. Bright sunny day, mild breeze. Set up my router outside. It was just, it was so nice. I think next time I'm going to move my truck, though. I had room, but I think I'll move my truck out of the way because there's a little bit of dust on my truck. Won't be tomorrow. I can go ahead and wash it off. Wash it off. Had hot dogs for dinner. Hot dogs. Had we eat them with buns every once in a while now, but we switched to Is it romaine lettuce? What's that lettuce? It comes in a clump. It's a long thing, and they look like boats when you rip the leaves off. I think it's romaine lettuce. They make awesome buns for hot dogs. So I took the missus. She did hers with a classic relish and stuff like that, and cheese. I put cheese in the bottom of mine. Onions. So cheese, onions. Put the hot dog down. Well, cheese, onions, swizzle of mustard, just a little bit. Put the hot dog down, and then some chili over the top of that. Oh, goodness. W said it was 66 today. We weren't quite that warm. We were at least 50s. Laurel says, happy birthday, William. W says, that was the temp. Yeah, he didn't say I was 66 today. He said it was. It was. Laura says, I misread that. Welcome to my world, darling. You should have just said, hey, I'm pulling a, that doesn't sound right. I'm pulling a cowboy. No. No, it's the, hey, welcome to my world. Laurel says, Jopalina slaw dog from the Varsity of Athens, Georgia. Oh, that sounds good too. A Jopalino slaw. But yeah, we love them in the, is that romaine? Is it romaine lettuce? Is that what it's called? Looks like a boat. Makes it lighter. Bread takes up a lot of space. Laurel says yes. Yeah, it's awesome. We just pull the leaf off, and then you just break off, a couple inches, at the very end. You just break that off, and then you got yourself a boat. It's awesome for chili dogs. It's just awesome because it just holds everything in. It's like, oh, this is good. This is good. I swear. By golly. I'm going to get the cravings for getting out on the water here shortly. We keep getting warm weather, but I can't. A lot of the lakes that we want to be on, they're still frozen over. The rivers are thawed, but it's cold and running hot. Not hot, fast, high, fast, cold. Not something you want to be out on. We got a bunch of folks watching. Say hey. Has Gus joined us? I said Gus is home now. Gus is home now. Oh, news. Laurel says, a little hard to paddle on ice. Well, you can do it. You can do it. Not my thing. Not good for the bottom of the canoe. Hey, Judy. Welcome to the show. Okay, so the business cards should be in by the end of the week, I think. By the end of the week, my new business card's in. And I got notification of shipment of my back winder sticker. And like I said on the other show, I'm doing this one, the finger pointing one. That's going on the back window. It's not the stop it one. It's just the one pointing. So that should be here. They say April 2nd. That's what, next week? Oop, get over here. Yeah, that's next. April 2nd's next Thursday. Wow, another month gone. So then that'll be up on the truck. My website is active, but it's only the entrance page. It's the coming soon page. I think I showed you all the last time. Let's bring this back up here. Bring this back up here. There it is. This white bar at the top, it doesn't look like a white bar because the whole thing is bordered by white because it's in a white box. But there's a white bar on the top of it. That's a navigation for the shipping system and stuff like that. But yeah, the rest of the site will sort of look like this, a little plainer on the inside because it's just going to have the products out and stuff like that. But yeah, this image right here, that's going on my back window on my truck. Back window. There we go. Back to me. So at least now when people go there, there's something for them to see. Something for them to see. Because I guarantee there's going to be... Now, my information is on the back of my truck. It's on the back of my truck. Let's see if I got it on the back of my truck. Does this show it? Let's see here. Does it show it? Don't know. No, this one doesn't show it. Where is it? Oh, here we go. There we go. Here we go. That's my back window. And right in the center underneath the light here, taken up, and is going to go darn near over to the where it says the Whiskey Cowboy. Will be that round logo. Get up, there we go. So it'll come and it'll be damn near touching where it says the Whiskey Cowboy. Now that's been on there, but that doesn't draw attention too much. You put that big old graphic in the center of the window there, she's gonna grab attention. People are gonna be going like, "What the hell?" So I'm sure more folks will be visiting on there. Here we go. Here's my truck. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. That's my youngest kayak. And my canoe. My canoe's slick. North Star Phoenix. Best one to make. Well, most expensive. She's pretty. She's pretty. Oh, there's my shop. Ooh. Like that truck. Like that truck. Okay, what else we got? We'll be getting back out in the Frank and Zebo. Weather's warm enough. We used it a few times this winter. We didn't use it as much as I thought it was going to because it got really fucking cold. Goodness gracious. So, yeah, we didn't use it too much. Not too much. Mm-hmm. So I'll be stopping and getting some pine for the. I discussed it all. I got a. The hell's it? Forstner bit. I bought a 2-inch Forstner bit. Oh, God. A lot of people go, holy shit. I got a 2-inch Forstner bit. Forstner bit allows you to do a big hole. It's a big hole, but it clears everything out at the time that's doing. So you can do like if I do a 1/2 inch board, I can drop it in 1/4 inch and it makes a pocket. And after a bunch of research, there's a lot of companies that make them. I went with a fish. They're out of Austria. They forge their bits. They're not cast. They're forged. Much better bits. Cost more than the other ones. I was like, I did like, oh yeah, they're expensive. Everyone's like they're expensive. It's yeah, but no. If you're buying a whole set, yeah, they're pricey. If you want a 2-inch now, and then you figure, buy just the bits that you need. No. I can get a 2-inch Forstner bit, $9, $11, $20. You can get it. These are 37 and change. So they're shy of 40, but they ain't up to 40. One bit. And you go, oh, that's a lot. Again, it's just one bit. I'm not buying a set. The next Forstner bit that I need to get, because I'll get them as I need them. If I'm going to make like T lamps, I think they're only an inch and a half. They're not 2-inch holes. Well, then I'll get an inch or inch and a half Forstner bit, and I'll use it, get another fish, because they last a long time. They last like 4 times the length of normal bits. So it's well worth it. I can get whatever I wanted. The missus, she wouldn't have known the difference. I told her, I said, it's one of the more expensive ones out there, and she didn't care. It's like, whatever. It's the way it is. If she trusts my judgment on if I'm going to get something, because she knows I hate spending money. So I got a Forstner bit coming so that I can start making the flights. I'm going to start with sets of 3. I'm going to call that the intimate. Now, flights usually come 3, 4, and 5. 3 and 5 are the most common. 5 is the most common, but you can get them 6. And 5 is the most common. But like I said, that's a lot of whiskey, especially if you're doing it for several people. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to call them the intimates, 3. And then folks can buy as many flight trays as they think they need. Some folks just might want 1 for themselves. Some folks might want, 2. So it's intimate, so you and somebody else can have a flight. Some might 3, 4, 5, whatever. So I ordered enough handles to do 10 off the bat. But I'm probably going to order more handles right off the bat anyways. So I'll get them up. So I'm going to make them, like I said, I'm going to make them out of pine. I'm going to stain them, probably use them walnut stain or something like that. Do a dark stain on it. And then do a semi-gloss or gloss. I haven't decided yet with the handles on it. They're going to look nice. Like I said, I'm not going to sell anything that I wouldn't want myself, and I don't want to sell anything that just looks cheap and crappy. As you can tell by the coasters, ain't nobody else out putting that kind of energy and detail into their coasters. They would have just left it just round blank. There you go, send it out. They're not going to. In fact, most of the wooden coasters you get out there, they don't even have cork bases on them. It's like everything is tactile for me, tactile in how it sounds. So they sound better when you set it down, softer. Again, that's why I'm not going to offer slate coasters. I hate the fucking sound of glass and ceramic clunking down on a slate coaster. Yeah, they're cheaper to make. They're quicker to make. I hate the way they sound. So I'm not offering them. Like I said, I ain't going to sell anything that I wouldn't want in my own home and that I wouldn't use myself. And also, like I said, all of the designs on my products, they're mine. I'm not going out there and grabbing clip art and modifying it for my needs. These are all designed in-house. They're mine. They're not gonna interfere with any sort of copyright or no. So if y'all see some shit out there that's mine, if it's like, hey, I saw somebody else and they're using that exact same design, you fucking let me know. Because they stole it from me. Because nothing I have out there is available. Unlike what most craft people do. They sell a bunch of shit that they just grab the files or they buy the files and everybody's selling. That's why they're all using the same designs. They're all using the same designs. Or just putting their name on it. Yeah, I got this and put Bob or Mary Sue on it. It's like, no, I didn't want to do that. I'm not a craft fair sell to your kids and spouse on the, no, that's not what, no. I told the missus about, like they make the Christmas tree ornaments. It's usually done with really thin stuff, and it's made out of the plywood stuff, and it's fine. It's fine, but it all looks the same. It looks like wooden doilies is what it looks like. And some of them are okay, and that's fine. But I never had anything like that on my trees. Man, I got an itch. You see me going. I got something's pricking me in the neck. To me, they all look like craft fair stuff. And I did not like the way they looked. We had a couple of the metal ones that were like that. They were usually, people gave them to as gifts. They weren't my favorites either. So if I was to do a Christmas ornament, they'd be more like mini coasters. They'd be a little more substantial. They wouldn't be this cut through. I don't know. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some smaller wall signs with nice scenes engraved in it, like bars open or, it's whiskey time or something, that you can just hang up on your wall. I'm going to be doing that stuff. So let's see any other news. We got we got the stickers coming in. We had the sticker on the back of the trucks coming in. The business cards coming. Oh, I got to look into the Stop It stickers, but sticky on the face and not the back. Folks seem to want them for the inside of their vehicles, inside their windows. I mean, that's fine, but nowadays about the only window that isn't tinted is your front window. I mean, you can put them on there. That's fine. I got a badge on my front window, the back side. But yeah. I mean, if folks want them and they're going to buy them, I'll get them. I'll get them. I don't care. That's one coffee done. Get my Orca mug. Orca mug. Yeah. With this warm day, man, I got to get that. I got to get that smoker ordered. And another thing, the sound video that I put up just before I went on the show, it's me playing a Spanish song. And in fact, it's the song that I that I started the show with. But I posted it on Facebook. I posted the clip. The full song, you can get to the full song from the clip, but this was just a clip. That was recorded last year when I was smoking brisket. Said, while the brisket's out smoking, it's like, oh, hey, I just got to pull that up today, don't I? And just rub it in that I ain't got my smoker up and running. Now I still have my old smoker, but like I said, I'm going with the pellet smoker just because I don't want to have to keep watching it and monitoring the heat. That way I can do multiple things at once. Plus I can do shit overnight and not have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about it. Yipper skipper. So yeah, I should get that ordered. What do you think? Everybody's quiet. We got folks. Say hi. We got folks out there watching. Gus, you made the show yet? Sally having to wash him. He's laying back like Caligula. Wash me, woman. Laurel says, buy the smoker. Buy the smoker. W says, yes, get it. Get her done. Yeah. I think we got 3 briskets. I think we got 3 briskets in the freezer. When they get them up here, they don't sell proper briskets up here, the full. They sell halves. Because up in the Northeast, corned beef brisket is more of a thing than standard brisket. And these aren't corned beef. You can get corned beef brisket. You can get corned beef brisket freaking all year round up here. But when I get a standard brisket, we buy them. When we see them, we buy them. Now we can get our ribs. Ribs are easy. We get ribs all the time. Skirt steak, we can get that pretty regularly. Like that too. Oh man, I like taking a skirt steak and marinating it. Marinate it in like a teriyaki. Or Caribbean jerk. Teriyaki or Caribbean jerk. Marinate that fucker for at least 3 days. And then you put it on a hot grill. This is not a smoker thing. This is a hot grill. You put it on a hot grill and you sear both sides. But you cook it about 3 minutes aside. Take it off the fucking, just take it off. About 3 minutes on a hot grill. Put it on, 3 minutes, turn it over. Put it on another hot spot, move it, 3 minutes, roughly. Take it off. Put it on your fucking tray. Just set it aside. Let it rest. About 20 minutes later at least. See, if you cut too early, the juices just run out everywhere. So let it sit 20 minutes at least. She ain't going to get cold. If you think it's going to get cold, cover it with aluminum foil. Just tent it. Just let it sit. You don't want to tent it too much, though. Well, yeah. I never tent it because you don't want to keep cooking. Just fucking leave it out there. And then you slice it, and you slice it thin against the grain. Oh, my God. The flavor. So that'll get you about a medium rare. Oh. And just pull apart, and it's just, juicy, flavorful. Like I said, 2 favorite marinades for it, either Caribbean jerk or teriyaki. Num num. That's some good eating. So we get that whenever we see it. And then our ribs. When we got a bunch of folks coming over, we tend to get like the country St. Louis, the big ones. They're not uniform, and they got a bunch of extra meat on it. Why we do that is because you get more meat. But when we do it for ourselves, we just go with a standard baby back. We just do baby backs. And more, it's just the missus and I. So we just one rack, 2 racks. I think we usually do 2 at a time anyways. And if we have extras, we got extras, but yeah. Oh. Summer meals. Tater salad, macaroni salad, wings. We cook them all sorts of different ways. So you get your wings, get your ribs, get your skirt steak or flank steak. Those are good for feeding large amounts of people. We'll even do a ribeye or a New York strip, but we'll pre-cut it. That goes a long way. Do the same thing. Just cut it on the bias, fairly thin slices, and then people can take a little bit of this and a little bit of that. 3-4 steaks, along with the different other types of meat. Boy, kielbasa. Throw some kielbasa in there. Got the kids over. Of course, you got to have hamburgers and hot dogs because they don't know no better and they're happier with that. It's like, it doesn't matter. They get hamburgers. That's good. They're happy. Hamburgers and hot dogs. And then the adults, we get the other stuff. But yeah, I like summertime food like that. I like fall food too. But that's different than you got your stews and your chicken and dumplings. We had that the other day. Hearty meals. But yeah. Oh yeah. The Cowboy throws a spread. Throws quite the spread. I like my food. Okay, here's the question. I think I've asked this a few times. I'm going to ask it again. Wings. Chicken wings. Drums or flats? Are you a drum person or are you a flat person? And if I have to tell you the difference between a drum and a flat, I'll slap you. Are you a drum person or are you a flat person? And then you get the times where you go, fuck it, and you cook the whole damn thing. We do that every once in a while. I prefer cut down to drums and flats. So are you a drum or a flat? Come on, folks. W is a drum. Laurel says both for different reasons. Okay, well, fair enough. What's everybody else? I'm a flats man. I prefer the flats. I'll eat the drums, and that's fine. Drums can get tough sometimes. The flats are hardly ever tough, unless you just overcook the whole thing. But, yeah, I'm a flats kind of guy. And I got a particular way of eating them, too. So I take them, and I like to, when I eat them, and I stick my finger between the two bones and pop the meat out. Oh. But yeah, I'm a flats guy. I do have a pizza oven, but it's one of those small ones. I used it a while, but then we stopped using it. It's too small. I need a full-size one. I was going to get a full-size one. Hey, Mr. Mom, welcome to the show. I was going to get one of those big ones, the full-size ones, but I had to put my money into other things. Opened up the business and got equipment. Yep. And I got gas grill, but I don't use it very often. I use my Weber 24-inch. Copper edition. She's pretty. My smoker's probably going to be the copper edition too, if I can find it. But it's not through Weber. It's the Mastercraft or Pit Boss or what? Pit Boss? Is it the Pit Boss? Copperhead? I think it's a Pit Boss. Pit Boss Copperhead. It'll match my Weber. Love that grill. Oh, I am going to get a rotisserie. I've been saying for years I'm going to get a rotisserie. It don't cost that damn much. I'm going to get a rotisserie for my Weber this year. So we can put the chicken on it and just, there you go. W says, I've got a new grill this year. Good on you. Good on you. Use that dang thing. Laurel says, we have a pit boss. Can smoke and grill on it. Oh, you got the offset, right? You got the pit boss offset. I'm getting a horizontal because I don't need the grill. I got other grills. Laurel says, hell yeah. Yeah, you got the offset. The horizontal gets you more space though. Believe it or not. But yeah, I got enough other grills. Like I said, I got my Weber. I got a full gas grill. I had two gas grills. I called it my rig, my black rig. That had my gas grill, my wood barbecue grill, and the offset, and that's what I did all my smoking on. Old school, but that's pretty old now. That's got to be 15 years. I got that in Manchester before I moved to this place, and I've been here 10 years. So yeah, it's got to be about 15 years old. She's on her last leg. I'll probably put a free sign on it, move it out front, and say, do what you want with it. Excuse me. Metal collector would be good for that anyways. Laurel says ours is horizontal. It's nice. No, I knew it was horizontal. Because you can't grill in the vertical ones. I'm getting a vertical one. Yep. There's a feller online. I watched his channel. He teaches folks how to smoke stuff, and he's got the same kind that you've got, Laurel. It's the offset pellet smoker grill. They're nice. Just for my needs, it just made more sense to get the vertical one. Yipper skipper. So that's what I'll do. Series 5. I think it's Series 5. Laurel says, shut up, John. I'm not sleeping real well at night. Brain is, as Brian is not functioning at full capacity. Brain. No, I get it. Yeah, I've been able to, remember when I started taking the vitamin D again? Man, I was sleeping. It was like good. I'm back to weird again. Weird. I'll go and I'll go to sleep, and I'll sleep like an hour and a half, and I'll be awake for an hour and a half, and that's how I spend my night. And then I'll go. I get a little bit better sleep, probably about 2 to 6. Somewhere in that window. Whatever. Had a mini migraine today. Not too bad. The other days were worse. It's spring. Weather fluctuations. What did he say? He said fluctuations. Yipper skipper. I am a living barometer. I can tell you what put a blindfold on me. I can tell you precipitation, and I can tell you what type by what part of my body hurts. That's snow. That's rain. W says, when I get rid of this sciatica pain, I'll be sleeping better. Yeah. Yeah, mine I moved a little bit to the right side, usually down the left. But it's weird. Laura says, that sucks. Like a Hoover. Nothing sucks like a Hoover. You ain't met Kamala. Ba-doom, boom. Psh. Oh, goodness. How could I resist? How could I resist? Oh, goodness. Oh. What else did we miss? Judy, you saw the coasters. I played the video of them again before you were on the show tonight. W says, mine is my whole leg and foot. Yeah, what part of your foot? Mine hits it. It's it's where the foot bends like this. So it'll go from here and then up about a quarter of the top of the foot. So it'll be in the bend here to the quarter to maybe a third of the top of the foot. That's where it hits me. I feel it right now, but it ain't too bad. It's enough to feel, but it ain't too bad. All of it. Yeah, you need to get that work done. I mean, you can do it. What I ended up doing is, I'd gone to the chiropractor for a while, and that was fine, but a lot of it's muscle pain, and I went to a deep tissue, and boy, that fucking hurt. But then I'd lay on my side and push my hips as far forward as I can, and then turn my shoulders backwards and lay my back flat if I could, so it just totally tweaked that whole area. It just twisted it in two different directions. And I'd stay that way for a while. Also do the fetal position, get on my back, and then pull my knees in as tight as I can, and just stay there as much as I can. That helped. Those two things helped. But you got to be diligent on it. That's what helped me. Yes, sir. Hey, but the good thing is unless I'm sitting on my wallet wrong, like for long drives, I'll take my wallet out anyways. But generally, I ain't had any leg pressure and sciatica acting up on drives with the truck. It just is comfortable. It fits. It's like sitting in a lazy boy. There's plenty of room. Zippy, I'd end up getting it. Debbie says, lots of pressure and pins and needles feeling. I got 2 doctor's appointments next month in Durham, but nothing I've tried has helped. Yeah. That sucks. I found that motion is lotion. I did better when I was up and about, walking around, and then stretching. That's what got me out of it. But everybody's different. You got to figure it out. Or don't. Or don't. Whiskey. That doesn't get rid of sciatica. No, but you don't give a shit about it anymore. W says, I'm glad you've been able to get some relief. Yeah, well, folks have been following my content. They know I had a rough patch there. I had a rough patch. It was rough. The missus has her appointment for her cataract. I forget when the date was. It's May. I think it's in May. End of April, May. It's and her doctor's actually going to go to a seminar. So I think it's going to be in May. Before that, her cataract is so bad it's a special case. It's a special case. And this seminar that he's going to is specific for, it just happened to work out that way, specific for issues and dealing with. And he's done them before. But so he'll be going to that. Yep. Oh, Jesus. It's Wednesday. Yeah, so maybe I'll have some coasters about done tomorrow. We'll see. I can't do any more. I got some more maple I can do, but I'm holding off on the maple that I have left here. I may use that for boxes. I'm not sure. Folks seem to like the walnut better than the maple. The maple's pretty. Debbie says, I'll keep her in prayers. Thank you. Toss a prayer out there for Gus, too. Allie, her surgery went well. She had carpal tunnel surgery. I can't believe she said it. Oh, it looks gross. It's like, no, that looked good. Nah, she's healing up good. Her surgery looked good. That looked good. Yeah, the router. Boy, she worked slick. She was nice. Well, it's good. It's a good router. Good router table. Good basic. It's not basic, but it ain't like a cabinet maker's stuff. But yeah, she worked fine. Boy, she'll throw a coaster, I'll tell you. You get it in there and you're just like, you got to have some authority. You wander off with your thoughts and not pay attention quite like you need to and hold on to that coaster, she'll go flying. I won't tell you why I know that, but also spin it counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. If you forget and you do it clockwise, she'll just go, she's a fucking frisbee. Spin it counterclockwise, so you're going against the spin. Everything is reverse. Everything that you would do when you're routing from above, it's fucking reversed. You got to get it in your head. But you figure it out pretty quick. So you get in there, and I got the back fence set up. Not flush with it, but back set up so I can come in slightly on the left of the router bit, slightly on the left, and ease it in there and start spinning it counterclockwise, and have part of the coaster's, part of it's hitting up against the fence. Like this. I'll show you. And the fence is open right here. Okay. This is roughly. Roughly. You can see that. There we go. So you got the fence. You got the router. You got the router bit right. Oh, everything's backwards. There's the router bit right there. Here's the coaster. Oh, there's the coaster. And there's the fence here, and it's got a split in between. And you come in from the left side of it, and you put it up against the fence. So it's riding against the fence. And ease it in, and while you're easing it in, give it a spin counterclockwise. And you just work your way around until you go all the way around. And then hope you get it even. Sometimes it ain't even. You go around again. You try to they're not all even, but they're fine. Move on to the next. I pull out a stack. So take 4, put them on the base. I got my router table sitting on my base. I put the 4 on the base underneath the table. Take 1 out. Route it down. Look at it. Good. Set it below the base. Grab another one. Then when I get the 4 done, I turn off the machine. Pick up all 4. Hold them up. Look at them go, oh, ain't you pretty? Look at this sandwich. Walk into the shop. Set them on the bench. Walk back out. Grab another set. Put them below put it on my base. Pick one up. Same thing. Now, I don't have to do that. I could just work them all up. But for me, what it does is it breaks it up and it keeps me moving. Because I'm a tall fella and I have to bend down a little bit. I mean, it's at bench height, but I'm tall. So that allows me to stand up, collect them up, walk, get moving, set them, and come back. So it just helps me not get all worn out. Bend over the whole time. So I got the system down. Get a nice steady pace. What I do need to do is they got this spray that you can put on the top of your router table and your table saw tables and stuff like that. It's like Pam, but it's not Pam. It's a non-stick, but it's for metal, but not for cooking. I'm going to get some of that because sometimes the wood gets a little sticky on it, and that shit you put on it, it keeps it all slick. So I'm going to buy myself some of that. It's going to make things a whole lot easier. What do you think? Sounds like a plan to me. I am also going to get my glass bits so that I can start making the whiskey bottle lamps and stuff. So I'm going to get some of those. Laura says anything to make it easier. I tell you, I need a couple Mexicans. I need a couple of those undocumented folks. Not from Somalia. Mexico. South America. Some Colombians. You know. Oh, no, Colombians got a problem. But oh, my goodness. Judy says there's a bunch around here. Yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. Yeah. I mean, hell, I got the Asians in the basement, and they're sewing a bunch of shit for me. Need some Mexicans. Oh, hell, the federales are going to come around. ICE is going to be knocking on my door. I don't need you fellers. I drink my whiskey neat. Oh, and I haven't even started engraving in the glass yet. I wanted to get one thing done. See, because I have to take things apart, and I have to put the rotisserie in it. There's a rotisserie with a jaw chuck in it, and you got to set it up different. So I'm like, okay, let's one thing at a time. One thing at a time. But yeah, those coasters, they're slick. They're slick. I like them. I like them. They's nice. They is nice. Oh, goodness. Judy says, I'm looking forward to seeing those. What, the lamps? I got big bottles and normal bottles. I got some ideas. Might even make a lamp with places to put your Glencairn glasses on display in front of it. Sort of like a flight holder, but integrated with a lamp. I'm thinking about things. Another thing is I saw they had it's like a whiskey flight, but it's just for one. So it's just one. You can't see. It's just one hole. And it's shorter. And off to one side, it's got like a V cut for your cigar. It's a whiskey and cigar combination thing, I guess. So I guess they like to put their cigar on something. I don't smoke cigars. So I'm thinking, oh, well, that'd be a neat idea if that's a good use for shorter pieces of wood. Have a whiskey glass holder and a cigar holder. So that's pretty neat. That's a nifty thing. That's pretty nifty. Yep. So I'll see about that. That'd be pretty cool. Yep. Lots of ideas. People going, well, you ain't made shit. I'm working on the coasters. I told you. Things may take time, but they're definitely worth the wait. They're definitely worth the wait. And if I don't like how they're coming out, I ain't going to sell them. Fuck it. That's why I make sure it's like, okay, it's got to be right. These I can't tell you how tickled I am about how these coasters are coming out. It's exactly how I envisioned it in my head. The original, I didn't envision the chamfers on the underside. I just was like, but I was looking at the coasters and going, oh, they're fine. They seemed a little blocky to me. I wanted them to be more refined. Like, how am I going to make it more refined? Oh, I got an idea. So there I went. The chamfer does it. And again, other folks aren't doing that. They're not doing that. These are slick. I got to work on my holders too. That's what I need to. Yeah, I got to go get some lumber for that here. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow too. Go get a shit ton of lumber. Judy says they're gorgeous. Oh, they're going to be even better. Because you saw the hummingbird wet. It's like, oof. I don't know if they're going to be that shiny. But it's going to, they're deeper color and the grain is popping, where dry, it's not there. They look good dry, but that's dry. Earl those babies. Yep. I think folks are going to like them. Folks have been commenting on the Crusaders cross. Especially in this day and age, I'm like, man, if I come up with a decent Crusaders cross coaster, I'll bet you that'll sell. There's been folks jumping on that, like, yeah. I like my new dragon design. I like the dragon head. Wolf is nice. Got 2 horse heads. Realistic style. Celtic knotwork style. Both are nice. I got the dang sunflower ones because I think Judy said she likes sunflowers too. Somebody likes sunflowers, so I worked those in. I know that's a popular motif. Strawberries, sunflowers. I got other ones too. Remember, I'm working on a dragonfly one. I got a bunch of other stuff. I got a bunch of other ones. But now that I got the system down, I can even work up just one or two of any given type and put it up for folks to buy. And say, okay, you want these again, you're going to have to wait for me to get them. That way I can tell what's going to sell and what's not going to sell. Judy says, yes, I have a friend I want to send the wolves to. Oh, the wolves that's a good design. I like that one. I said sunflower. I thought you were the one that said sunflower. Sunflower doesn't sound like wolf at all. Oh, speaking of that, you fuckers. I was, yeah, Judy goes, I'm getting sunflowers too. The missus, she watches the show the next morning. And I was doing something, and I hear she goes, man, they are ganging up on you. And then she started laughing. And they couldn't catch a break. Boy, you gals were mean to me. What the hell? She's in there laughing. What the hell? They're ganging up on you. I got an itch. Oh, goodness. Took my Allerton this morning. It's that season. I was like, man, I just had snot running and it just like, what the hell? Laurel says it's our job. You're fired. Fired. But yeah, I took my Allerton this morning. It's like, oh, it's going to be rough. I can feel it building again, but you're only supposed to take one a day. So I don't like taking medicine. I really don't. I don't like taking medicine. Don't like take medicine. I know nobody probably caught me fucking that up. I don't like take medicine. Don't like take medicine. Me no like. Goodness gracious. Me no like take medicine. How? With water. Judy says, goofball, stop it. Laurel says, I live on store brand of Aztec. They fucking cut people's hearts out. Not Aztec, Zyrtec. Aztec. That doesn't need, there's no fucking A in front of that. Aztec. Oh my goodness. W says the pollen is really starting to come out here. Yeah, we're starting to get it because we got just enough warm here. Laurel says, wow. Yeah, Zyrtec and Aztec are not the same. I'm a Zyrtec warrior. Aztec. Boy, I just missed that one. It's got a big fucking Z in the front of it, too. There's no A. It's got a big Z in front of it. Zyrtec. Oh. You're all enough to make a man drink. Drive a man to drink. So when you put your fella in a car, drive down to the local bar and kick him out, you're driving him to drink. Yeah, I generally don't drink out in public. I'll have a beer. Maybe 2 beers, depending upon what it is. Like if I'm at a restaurant, I don't go to bars. I don't go to bars to drink. I just prefer not to anymore. But I'm healed all the time. He's healed all the time. Healed. I got a gun. I'm packing. So I do not go inebriated. I am not an inebrisaurus rex. No, sir. Again, tonight's coffee is Butter Pecan, New England brand. Butter Pecan. Oh, we're almost up at the top of the hour. Top of the hour. What did we miss? I know I was going to talk about some shit, and I know I just forgot everything. But Size don't know. Laurel says you can buy a whole bottle of whiskey for what, 3 to 4 yeah, that's another thing. They fucking this is what I get when I go to a place, I go to a restaurant or I go online, one or the other. I've looked at bars and seen how much they charge for their drinks. Or you go to a restaurant and you go, okay, and this is like, you're fucking insane. No. It's like, no, I understand you need to make a profit, but this feller knows how much the juice actually costs. Some you go, okay, I get it. You're fucking Maker's Mark. You're charging that for a pour of Maker's Mark, and that's their base expression. Get the fuck out of here. Not even 46. Not even fucking Maker's 46. And you're charging $9, $12 a pour. You are insane. Yeah, no. Beer's not so bad. It's a little pricey, but you'll pay usually for a beer. I think I pay, about $3? Yeah, it's way more than I pay for my own beer, but yeah, $3, $3, whatever. Go with my meal. But whiskey, yeah, I ain't paying whiskey prices out there. No. I got 2 shelves full and change at home. I don't need well, there's bottles. A lot of them are getting on fumes, but I got enough pours that I can. Plus, I'm not a whiskey drinker with my meal. So people are like, yeah, I have whiskey with steak, and I have beer with steak. I drink beer or wine with my meals. Whiskey is my after dinner drink. It's my after dinner drink. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all make me sleepy. It's about that time. Was there anything else? Another one of Trump's guys. He was a Fruit Loop. The anti-terrorist director thingy. He was trouble from the get-go. It just blows my mind. But I've told people all the time, Trump has a really bad habit of picking the wrong people. And anybody who says otherwise, their head's up their ass. I don't care if you support Trump or not. His whole first administration was nothing but kicking out all the people that he fucking put in and replacing them and kick them out and put them. Why? Because he's not a good choice of putting people in. So it's happened again. Another jackwagon. It is what it is. It is what it is. The new DHS director has been has been approved. I knew he would. And it's pretty much a party line vote. Knew that would be the case. But we're kicking ass in Iran. Knew that to be the case. But, yeah. There we go. There was my politics for the evening. 30 seconds at the end of the show. There it is. There it is. Well, it's 10:01 by that clock. What's it on by these clocks? This is it's 10:01 by the computer too. Well, that's pretty darn good. We made the whole show. I'm not going over long this time because I'm a bit tired. But thank you for joining the show. I'm glad folks like the coasters. They're gonna look even better when I get them done. Oh God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I need to record another video for you folks. Another music, another song. Yeah, getting ready for the warmer weather. Get out by the lake and playing the guitar. Miss doing that. Fall's my favorite season. But after a long winter, the warm days are nice. we like the nice warm days. Okay. See you on Facebook tomorrow, maybe. Don't know how much I'm going to be on. I'm getting tired of getting fucked. And I thoroughly enjoyed today not being on Facebook much. Working in the shop. Just creative stuff. Not having to dicker with anybody, not having to deal with jackwagons. It was nice. Next show, Sunday evening. Should have more news for you folks. Laurel says I'm done. I hope y'all can sleep tonight. I have to see if my mower works tomorrow. Yeah, get that mower working. Judy says good night, y'all. See you on Sunday. Indeed. Everybody have a great end of the week. Say hi to me on Facebook when you see me. Let's try to avoid jackwagons. And with that, God bless and take care. Yeah, it would help if I wasn't running two things in the background. Get some sleep.